I did a video earlier talking about 2032 and how I thought Vice President Kamala Harris should pick as her running mate somebody who could run for president in 2032 and use it as a springboard to start their career and continuing that tradition should they have a good 2 terms. And now I am reading an article talking about who potentially could actually be her nominee, and it sounds like the list is down to 3. It was 4, but Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer has said she's not going to accept the nomination, and she wants to finish out her term as governor. Said she's just pulling herself out of consideration, which is admirable. She did say she is going to continue to support and help Vice President Kamala Harris get elected to the presidency. So who's left on the list then? Well, Arizona Senator Mark Kelly, Governor Josh Shapiro of Pennsylvania, and Governor Tim Walz of Minnesota. Now, out of those 3, I think Tim Walz is probably the least likely to get the nomination. And that is nothing against Tim Walz. I think Governor Walz is a great governor. They've done some great things up in Minnesota. But the reason I think that Governor Walz is out of consideration is because even though some people argue that your vice presidential pick does not help you with winning the state you're in, they do need help carrying Arizona or Pennsylvania. And if it's down to one of those 2 states, those are both swing states, which could help Vice President Kamala Harris become president through the Electoral College. Then it comes down to either Senator Mark Kelly or Governor Josh Shapiro. With Senator Kelly, the Democrats would not lose a Senate seat because Katie Hobbs would just appoint another Democrat to be senator, so that wouldn't change anything, and that would add somebody who is from a border state who can start talking about how to fix the border, things like that, and start countering the border narrative, which is all the Republicans really have. And then you have Josh Shapiro, who is younger and coming out of Pennsylvania, which could also help carry Pennsylvania. And either one would be a great pick. I'm not sure which one of those 2 I think would probably be better. I'm thinking maybe Shapiro, but kind of more of a coin toss. I don't think it's going to be Governor Walz, but we'll see. But we'll see who she ends up picking. But that's kind of what I think. And I could be wrong, and the reporting I've read could be wrong, and she could go with an entirely different direction. So ultimately, we'll see who she picks. But that's just kind of my thoughts on it.